Are they going to ban TikTok? Is it free speech or is it something nefarious created by the Chinese government? Let's talk about it.
Oh, it's good. Good and terrible.
I love Brotha T.
How you doing? This is Terry Guy Wilson, aka your boy Brotha T, here with another one. So I like to thank you and welcome to the New Life Tree, where we like to give you little pine cones of wisdom for your motivation and mental health. If you don't know what that is, stick around, stay on the channel. You'll get it. Remember, I don't know everything, but I might know a lot of things. Period. So today we're going to talk about TikTok and the looming possible ban in the United States.
The federal appeals court has ruled it is upholding a law that could ban the TikTok app if it is not sold before January 19th.
TikTok says it will continue its fight in the U.S. Supreme Court. Macaulay Medina has more on what this all means.
Breaking news on the TikTok ban.
News of the potential ban flooding the app today after a three-panel federal appeals court ruled unanimously to uphold the law passed in April by Congress and signed by President Joe Biden, requiring TikTok's Chinese owner, ByteDance, to sell it off to an American owner by January 19th of next year or face an effective ban. The judge is writing, "We recognize that this decision has significant implications for TikTok and its users. If the platform does not divest, the court said it will effectively be unavailable in the United States, at least for a time." The decision sets the table for TikTok to take the case to the Supreme Court. The company said in a statement, "The Supreme Court has established a historical record of protecting Americans' right to free speech, and we expect they will do just that on this important constitutional issue." They went on to say that unfortunately the TikTok ban was conceived and pushed through based upon inaccurate, flawed, and hypothetical information, resulting in outright censorship of the American people.
This is getting a little tricky, isn't it? So I know a lot of you use TikTok, and you use TikTok as a means of being social. Some of you use TikTok as a means to grow your brand. And then you also have people that use TikTok as a means of income. Some all three. So, where do we draw the line between an app that's, just a social media app, or is it a form of control from another government? The Chinese government trying to control people, or are they trying to spy on our citizens? What's going on here? We don't know, but we do know that there are laws in place that just might have it banned. Let's look at this article. It says TikTok faces U.S. ban after losing bid to overturn new law. The law will ban the video app in the United States by January 19th if its owner, ByteDance, does not sell it to a non-Chinese company. Now, some of you are looking at what's the point? Who cares, right? Well, honestly, let's say, remember when Donald Trump got elected in 2016? What was the big thing with his opponents, the people that didn't like him? What was the big thing? What were they saying over and over again as a reason why he got in there, or a reason not to like him? They all use this Russia thing, right? They say, it was Russian hackers. They just hacked and made everybody vote for him. But that sounded crazy, but that's what people were saying. And they were even trying to say this. Some of the politicians were saying this. Some of the people up top were trying to say this. Now, it came about that there was nothing to it. They actually proved that it was a myth. It was something somebody made up. And some people still went with it anyway. Even to this day, people still say that Russia's interfering with this and that. It was nonsense. But Now people are saying that the same thing might be happening with the Chinese government. But what's the difference? The difference is this time we have a physical, tangible app that we can look at and say, yep, it's from here and this app does this or that. Before it was like just something that was in the air. All right. So that's one of the big differences. And also, difference in this situation is they actually passed laws. Let's talk about it. So it says TikTok is a step closer to disappearing in the United States after a panel of federal judges on Friday unanimously upheld a new law that could lead to the banning of the popular Chinese-owned video app in mid-January. The three judges in the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit denied TikTok's petition to overturn the law. The decision could be a death blow for the app in one of the nation's biggest markets. More than 170 million Americans use TikTok to entertain and inform themselves, turning it into a cultural phenomenon. So what do you want to do out there? Do you want TikTok walking around? Do you think Chinese people, not Chinese people, but the Chinese government, sorry about that. That sounded crazy. But do you think the Chinese government is spying on us? Do you think they're getting information or they're holding our information, doing something nefarious, something underhanded, something tricky, sneaky with our stuff? Or do you think it's just an app for people to have fun and everybody should be free about it? Personally, I don't think it's been around for a few years now. At least, I don't know what year, I'll be guessing, but I'm guessing at least since about 2019, 2020. So it's been around for a minute, right? And I think if it was going to do great damage, it would have been done by now. That's just my opinion. I don't think if they didn't have the law or if they overturned the law, I don't think it would make a bit of difference on how we use it. I am on TikTok, by the way. Check your boy T's Life Tree or Brotha T on TikTok. And what you're going to find is, I have a lot of shorts on there and things like that. So I don't use TikTok. I don't get paid off of TikTok, basically. I use it as a way to grow the brand, reach out to different types of audiences, and maybe they'll be interested in this content. And maybe I can bring them over here to YouTube or Facebook, right, with my folks, because that's where my greater audience is. So I don't feel either way about it. They can take it away or they can keep it right where it is and I'm still going to survive, right? Now, if they start talking about shutting down YouTube and Facebook, then we're in trouble. Brotha T's Life Tree will be in trouble. But let me get out of here, family. I just wanted to bring that to your attention that, hey, man, after January 19th, you might not have any TikTok. We don't know. I think it's going to be around, though. Just if I'm wrong, then you can remind me and tease me later. But this is your man, Terrion Wilson. We're going to talk on the next one, family. And I'll catch you later. Peace.